You're in the dark. Hello, friends. Welcome to Meditation and Mantras, our joint offering between Reno Buddhist Center and Renown Health. We'll share some meditation time together and find a little peace. We'll use traditional Buddhist chants as well in that process. I need to apologize in advance, but I have allergies, and so I take some peppermint to keep me from coughing. So that will occur occasionally. So where to start? We usually begin any Buddhist gathering with the three homages. We take refuge in the Buddha, in enlightenment itself. We take refuge in the Dharma, the insightful teachings of the Buddha, and we take refuge in the community. Everyone gathered together to focus on peace, harmony, and love. Okay, so we'll start with those three homages. Now, I might mention that somewhere in the website or the link that you found to get here, certainly on the Reno Buddhist Center website, there is a chanting book available under, I think it's activities. I can't navigate it now by myself in my imagination, but our chants are there. Otherwise, just follow along with what I do. Buddham Saranam Gacchami Dhammam Saranam Gacchami Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Namanda, namanda, namanda. To begin, we'll use a simple chant that brings to mind the 4 immeasurable attitudes, the wonderful ways of setting our mind to appreciate life around us. We'll chant through 3 times the 4 immeasurable attitudes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings never be separate from the supreme joy that is Amida Buddha. May all beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings never be separate from the supreme joy that is Amida Buddha. May all beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings never be separate from the supreme joy that is Amida Buddha. May all beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Namanda. And now we will share a guided meditation. This time we'll focus on loving kindness, that sense of caring and support for all beings around us. There are no strings attached to that. There are no expectations attached to that. We can just give forth, exude a sense of loving kindness toward all beings. Metta, we call it. So in the metta meditation, we generally close our eyes, which is ironic if we're streaming a video, but you'll still hear my voice. So if you would gently close your eyes as you're comfortable. And just return to your breath. Feel the natural rise and fall. Feel the air flowing in, rejuvenating your body. Feel the air flowing out, releasing not useful things. A few breaths, getting more peaceful, settling into the ground beneath you that supports you. And now, follow my words and visualize. Imagine yourself sitting calmly as you are, and bring before you in your visual field a dear one. Someone who brings a smile to your face when you see them sitting before you. They can be a two-legger or a four-legger. It doesn't really matter. Just someone it feels good to be with. Just quietly, no conversation exchanged. Just being together. And feel, as you sit there with your dear one, there's a warmth of loving kindness that grows in your chest, in your heart. And visualize that warmth as a glowing light. And it's like a glimmer in your heart. But if you cultivate it, if you focus on that loving kindness and give it energy, it will grow. It will grow brighter. It will grow stronger. It will grow larger. So with each breath, feel that loving kindness energy expand more and more and more. And when you can no longer contain it in your body space, that glow exceeds you, and that's okay. Now take that loving kindness energy and flow it upward and shower it down over your dear one next to you. You can see them bathed in the loving kindness light. For me it is blue, but it can be different colors for different people. Bathed in that loving kindness energy, they feel it. They feel warmed by it. They feel connected to you. They feel loved and supported. And that bridge of loving kindness joins you too. When they're touched in this way, their heart also starts to generate loving kindness. So you can feel that bridge strengthening, growing stronger, growing brighter, and joining you too. It feels good. It feels warm. That supporting, embracing, loving kindness shared with a dear one. And we can bask in that loving kindness energy. When we flow that energy to another, we also soak in it. We experience it as well. It's not for us, it's for them, but we benefit. So we soak in that loving kindness energy for a few breaths. We could stay here for a long time, but it's only a 30-minute program. So we'll gently let that go, let that visualization go. Our dear one, kind of wispy, drifts away from us in our imagination. And now we bring before us a neutral person, someone we don't really know, but we've seen before, someone we might recognize. We may not even know their name. Bring them before you. They might be a little confused as to why they're there, but don't worry about that part. They're just before you. And gently bring a smile to your face to reassure them. And now focus on your heart and that loving kindness energy that's there always, and amplify it, energize it, cultivate that energy in your heart. With each breath, that energy grows. It grows beyond your heart, inside your chest, and then it grows beyond your body, beyond your physical limitations. You can be enclosing or engulfing this whole center part of your body with that glowing, loving kindness energy. With each breath, it increases and grows brighter. When it can no longer be contained, flow that loving kindness energy up, out, crown of your head, and shower it down over the neutral person before you. They feel it. Wherever they are, they feel it. And it feels good. They feel cared for. They feel that warmth of loving kindness coming from who knows where, from you, shared with them. And as they experience that loving kindness energy, their heart starts to cultivate loving kindness as well. It's seeded or catalyzed, and the energy there grows too. So you're joined with a bridge of loving kindness, and you share that with each other, this neutral person who you don't know. You can do this anytime, safely, even if you're walking on the street or if you're waiting in a line somewhere or in an airplane. You can exude that loving kindness energy to another, and they'll feel it, and it will trigger loving kindness in their heart. And then for a time you share that. You bask in that loving kindness connection, that bridge of loving kindness between you and the neutral person. And we can bask in that energy for a little while, a few breaths. When it's shared, it grows. The cultivation of loving kindness requires sharing. It feels good. I don't know this person, I've seen them before. It feels like they kind of smile. I smile back. There's a connection. Not in words or actions, just in energy of caring. Loving kindness shared will amplify. It feels good. We could sit here for a long time and just share that loving kindness energy. Maybe 4 more breaths. So nurturing, rejuvenating energy shared with a neutral person. Now we shift our focus. The neutral person drifts away from our mind's eye, and we bring before us a difficult person, someone you had conflict with or never mesh with, someone you see regularly. Now this is a safe place, this visualization shared, so it's okay. Don't worry. That person can be before you, and it's safe. And if you cultivate loving kindness energy, your ability to be with them is also increased. So so it's okay. But the difficult person is before you, and they may be confused as to why they're there, so you can smile and reassure them that it's okay. They're okay, just as they are. Now come back to your heart space and feel that glowing light of loving kindness that is always there. Feel it grow with each breath. It grows a little bit. Its energy amplifies. It's cultivated by your focus of attention on loving kindness. Breathing in and breathing out, you can feel that glowing energy of loving kindness start to be bigger than your chest. It starts to be kind of a ball of loving kindness that surrounds this part of you. And when it feels strong and vibrant, flow that loving kindness energy up, out, crown of your head, and shower it down over the difficult person before you. And they feel it. Wherever they are, they feel this. They may not have felt this very often, because often a person who's difficult is hard to share loving kindness with, but with this cultivating practice, it becomes easy. So shower them with that loving kindness energy. They feel it, and the glimmer of loving kindness in their heart is catalyzed, it's triggered, it's encouraged by this feeling. And keep sharing that connection, that loving kindness connection with the difficult person. And you start to notice that from their heart, there's loving kindness energy flowing across the bridge as well, shared with you. Because you've opened that energetic bridge to them, that cultivates loving kindness in their heart. And they respond, even though it might not be their habit of being. In this case, they can respond with loving kindness energy. It feels good. And that sounds strange to say because you're joined with a difficult person, but it does feel good. Honestly, truly, it does. Let that energy build and that loving kindness bridge grow between you. In the visualization, you can feel a sense of warmth. You can feel a sense of caring, that nurturing feeling, like being outside, a sunny day, closing your eyes and just feeling cared for by the sun in the sky. That's that feeling of this glowing, loving kindness energy bridge joining you with the difficult person. Really joined like this, they're not difficult at all. And they have a smile on their face. That smile that we don't see from them very often. It feels good. It feels good to bask in that energy. A few breaths. Shared, joined. Cultivating that energy of loving kindness. And if it's hard to see their face, imagine them as a baby. Imagine them a little one. You can kind of feel the happy energy of embracing them with your loving kindness in that state when things hadn't happened for them yet and they hadn't become difficult yet. That's inside every one of us when we have challenges. That state of innocence, openness. We could sit here and bask in this energy for a long time, but we need to move on. So, keeping the difficult person who's been softened by loving kindness here with us, bring back the neutral person before you. Bring back the dear one. It's easy to be happy and smile with their image before you. You're still connected by those bridges of loving kindness. It doesn't take away from one to have another. Love is like that. It amplifies when shared. There is more of it when there is more of it. It's not a zero-sum kind of a thing. So the four of you now are together. Difficult person, neutral person, dear one, joined by loving kindness bridges to you and to each other. You start to be enveloped, the four of you, enveloped by a big ball of loving kindness, light, of energy. It's there, joining you together. Feel that shared, vibrant, nurturing energy. And now, share that onward. It's synergistically amplified by the four of you together, so you have enough. And start to send out arcs of loving kindness, bridges of loving kindness to everyone you know, to your family, to your friends. And these three also share that energy with family and friends. Imagine looking from a distance to those arcs of loving kindness energy. Imagine the planet Earth in the nights of space, and you can see this source where you are, the connection to the other three, and their arcs of loving kindness spreading across our country. And those people, when they're touched by loving kindness, they shower their loving kindness energy out to all their dear ones. It starts to be kind of a wave after wave of loving kindness as each person touched by this loving kindness shares it onward until the whole ball of the earth is illuminated, surrounded and held in a warm, glowing, loving kindness energy. All those interlinked bridges of loving kindness kind of make a net that surrounds the whole world. The whole world can bask in that loving kindness energy. It's very nice, very good. And when we hold ourselves away in space and look at the whole planet bathed in loving kindness, it's warming, it's encouraging, it's amazing. And we can bask in that energy and let the whole planet, which in many places dearly need your loving kindness, they are experiencing them right now because you're sharing them. The energies of loving kindness with all of them. Just a few more breaths, basking in that loving kindness energy, marveling at the whole planet, interlinked by loving kindness among people and beings, whoever they are. Just taking a moment in time to care for each other. It's very important. And you can do this meditation on your own. You can do it with us again another time. So with a few cleansing breaths, the deeper breaths, we start to return to this place and this space together on our stream. So that's the meditation on loving kindness. Need to check our time. We have a few more minutes together. So we'll share two more chants. We'll do chanting. Let's share a quarter mala of Om Mani Padme Hum. This is a chant in honor of Kannon Bodhisattva, the Bodhisattva of compassion. Her compassion flows out to everyone who suffers. His compassion is within each of us, and when we share our compassion, it is not ours. It is the compassion of the Bodhisattva, Kannon. So chant with me. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme, Om Mani Padme. In the last part of our cultivation of loving kindness that we share together, the last part of our mantras and meditation, will be a dedication of the positive energy, the enlightenment energy. Traditional people say the dedication of merit that we've generated together. Now I'm here and you're there, but we are connected by the stream, so we have generated such energy with our visualizations and with our chanting. Today, for our dedication, we will use the great vows for all. I'll say the English and then we'll chant through 3 times. The Shigu Seigan, great vows for all. However innumerable all beings are, I vow to save them all. However inexhaustible delusions are, I vow to extinguish them all. However immeasurable Dharma teachings are, I vow to master them all. However endless the Buddha's way is, I vow to follow it. Shujo muhen seigan do, bono mujin seigan dan, homon muryo seigan gaku, butsudo mujo seigan jo, shujo muhen seigan do, bono mujin seigan dan, homon muryo seigan gaku, butsudo mujo seigan jo, shujo muhen seigan do, bono mujin seigan dan, homon muryo seigan gaku, butsudo mujo seigan jo. Thank you for sharing this time together for our mantras and meditation, a joint venture with Renown Health. So thank you all to everyone who cares for others in the little ways and the big ways. It's very important. See you next time. Bye-bye. Shujomuhen Seigandan Onnomujin Seigandan Ujomuhen Seigangaku Butsudomujo Seigando Bon